Just talking? Well, what's the show about? About nothing.
There is a Ohio representative that is proposing that instead of just handing out stimulus checks to people, that we actually pay people $1,400 to take the COVID-19 vaccine. And I thought this was very interesting.
Yeah.
Where like,
Load me up.
Yeah. So if you guys know, they're battling back and forth to get us more stimulus checks or the remainder of the $2,000 that they had talked about. And some Republicans are saying that they don't think another stimulus is needed, and basically they're battling back and forth like they do. But this Republican from Ohio basically is saying, well, let's get a return on our money. Let's pay if we're going to send out money, let's pay them if they take the corona vaccine or the COVID-19 vaccine. So I thought it was actually like kind of like
it's cool. I get what he's saying, but like I just didn't like the fact he said our money.
Yeah,
it's not your fucking money. We pay our taxes. Yeah. It's our money.
Yeah. I get. Yeah, that's.
I didn't think about it that way, but you're right.
It's our money. We pay those taxes. So,
and not only that, like I mean, my thought was the idea of the stimulus going out is to help people that are hurting. You know,
right.
Not only like somebody's really in need of the money, and then you're also putting stipulations on it, like, well, you don't need it enough. We also need to put stipulations that you need to go get a COVID-19 vaccine in order to get this money, and basically saying that we're not going to help you unless we know we're getting something out of it.
Yeah.
So
in that sense, it's so fucked up, dude.
Yeah,
it really is. It's really shady, and I didn't think about it that way either. And those are two really good thoughts.
So I get the
two good thoughts.
I get the Republican thought process behind it, like, and it made sense. What I was thinking actually, I was like, they should just send out the normal stimulus check. But then also, like, because I know the Democrats want to do more stimulus, then do that based on the stimulus. Like, hey, if you want another round, or let's like say another whatever, $600, I don't know, whatever they say, another $1,000, like you'll get that after you get the COVID-19 vaccine. So
I'd be okay with that one, just because I already got like my money, and I'm just getting a little bit more money, and it would actually, if nothing happens, with the vaccine. And it's helping the community,
Yeah. I felt like that was a good middle ground between, because I know, like, send out the regular stimulus that they've been talking about, but then I know
they already promised it. So
yeah, exactly.
Don't put nothing behind it.
No
now.
stipulations on this.
Exactly. That was my thing. You already said that was going out, so don't. But that's what I was thinking. I was like, if you added after saying like, oh well, if you get the COVID-19 vaccine after, then you get more stimulus.
So is it a raise? I wonder if it's both rounds of the vaccine. Because what if they go in, they jump in, they're like, oh cool, money for the first one, and then fuck the second round.
Break it up. You get $500 for each.
There you go. I like that.
That's probably a better way to approach that incentive program, because I can see a lot of people doing that, which would hinder the idea of whatever they're trying to build with the vaccine. With the vaccine. The vaccine.
The herd immunity,
Yeah,
yeah, exactly.
But my other question was, I know most people are a little at least hesitant on the vaccine. If there was a incentive like that, like, hey, you guys get $1,000 or whatever it is to take the vaccine, would you guys be more inclined to do that, or would you?
I would see when the deadline is and wait for the last day.
Yeah, I don't really like incentives, especially with things like this. There is another incentive that I was reading about in Washington, D.C. There's cannabis activists that are also giving a free bag of marijuana. If you do have the vaccine. So if you just show, record, which I think they're also going to be, kind of like how we used to have like the vaccination records.
Oh, yeah.
They're also
still
talking
have
about,
them,
yeah, they still have them. And they're also talking about having a worldwide vaccine passport.
Oh,
I was reading about that as well. So
we're getting closer to show your papers.
For sure. And see, it's like, I read an article on that, but that's like completely off the topic.
No, I know.
But yeah, we could talk about it later. It's pretty interesting. It's nowhere near any.
It's a bunch
usage,
of stoners.
But no, the vaccine. passport.
Okay, sorry.
The worldwide vaccine passport is a real idea that's been brought forth between like the World Health Organization. So for travel purposes, so when you show up, it's like, here's my vaccine passport. beyond my regular
okay with that
passport,
one.
so that's just, it's talks,
Yeah.
there's nothing that.
It's not any different than when you would go to school. Like you have to show proof that you've had all your immunizations.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, it's not much different.
Right.
Nah.
Yeah.
So I can see that.
And I was thinking about this recently too, because I was kind of against the vaccine and just the idea, no reason either. Like there's really no science or knowledge behind mine other than I won't be the guinea pig. Like that's just my idea. I won't be the first.
Well, it's interesting. I was thinking of the same thing. We kind of talked a little bit last week about the idea of getting the vaccine.
Yep.
And I was hearing a report today. They were talking about, what country was it? It might have been Turkey. I can't remember, but they were trying to get them to take the vaccine.
Okay.
And they had asked somebody like, "Oh, why won't you take it?" And basically, the lady said, "Well, I don't trust the government, you know." And she's like, "If they mandate it, then I'll wait till the last possible moment, then I'll take it."
Right.
And I thought, I was like, that's a sentiment that's like worldwide. Is that like,
for sure. Nobody trusts their government.
yeah, I think that's what it is really that we don't necessarily have trust in our government anymore.
For me, it's not even like the fact that, some conspiracy thing. I just don't trust their process. Like if it's like tested enough and everything like that, if it takes.
That's a huge deal.
That's what it comes down to for me.
Right.
Not like some ultra, different motive that they have. It's more like, are you sure it's safe? Like,
Especially
for all
with
people,
this one, it was so fast.
Yeah, it was so fast.
So fast,
I get that. Like I totally get that idea, especially that the idea it's been pushed through so fast. It's just that like it's in my head, I'm thinking, it's been vetted by the same people that vet everything else I take.
Right.
Yeah.
So like, I mean, and
they made it anyway. They made the virus anyway, so they know how to get rid of it.
They know how to get rid of it.
Sorry, I gotta get there.
Check out full episodes of the Strange Noise podcast on Spotify. Episodes also available on your favorite podcast platform.